Hey guys, how you going? So today on BK Sport, we are back for episode number 4 of the Premier League preview series. Premier League starts tonight. I hope you're excited because I know I am so pumped. So if you haven't actually seen the first 3 episodes, then you do need to go and check that out before watching this one. So I'm going to leave the first one here. That is Arsenal, Middlesbrough, Bournemouth, Everton and Stoke. Then in the second episode, which I'll link here, was Sunderland, United, Liverpool, Leicester and West Brom. Then in episode 3, which I'll link back here, that is Chelsea, Hull City, Tottenham, Swansea and Crystal Palace. Anyway guys, let's get straight back into this and we're going to start with Burnley. Signings, Jimmy Dunn and Johan Berg Gudmundsson. I tried to get that as good as I can. Nick Pope and on loan, John Flanagan from Liverpool. Then with the losses, Joey Barton, Matt Gilks, Matt Taylor, Michael Duff and Josh Ginley on loan. Bam! Straight back up into the Premier League after being relegated in the 2014-15 season to the Championship. So the last 3 years or 3 seasons, they've come up, they've gone back down, and they've come back up. So what's going to happen this season? I don't know. But they've still got Sean Dyche, who is the same manager from this whole time. Something that you wouldn't really kind of expect nowadays because managers are just going in and out, in and out. Championship last season, they actually came number 1. And they actually won it by a clear 4 points as well. So that's pretty amazing for Burnley. They were also top scorers in the league last season. But you're going to expect that when they're coming first. The question is, are they going to be able to transition into the Premier League? Last time they didn't really transition. They went straight back down the Championship, like we've said. Are they going to do that again? That's the big question. In the transfer market, they've gone and gotten John Flanagan out on loan from Liverpool. They've got an unknown forward from United, and they've bought 2 young guns from Charlton. Is this enough? I'm not too sure, but Gray votes in the forward line should at least make them compete, and this should keep them in somewhat of contention to stay in the Premier League. Speaking of Andre Gray, though, he was an absolute gun in the Championship last season, but keen to the transition to the Premier League. We've seen a lot of strikers over the years who have failed, coming from the Championship to the Premier League, expecting to score the same amount of goals they did the year before. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Prediction time, and I'm going to be putting Burnley in. Bam! 19th place. Sorry, Burnley fans, you're going straight back down. You are the new yo-yo club of the league. I just don't think you're going to be able to cope with the Premier League again. I think you're going to struggle to find consistency, and I think you're going to struggle to find the depth that you need to stay in the Premier League. If Andre Gray fires, though, and Vokes kind of does well, then you'll be in for a relegation battle, but at the moment, we'll put you in 19th, which you might kind of feel stuck in about maybe 3 games to go this season. Moving on now, and number 2 in today's episode is Walter Mazzari's Watford. Regards to the signings, Isaac Success, Christian Kabasali, Rome Sinclair, Juan Camilo Zanega, and Bryce Jejede. I think I'm going to go with that. Losses, Joel Ekstrand and Gabriel Angela, George Baez, Jose Manuel Gerardo, Alman Abdi and Daniel Poodle, and on loan, Stephen Puguis. Watford could finish anywhere between 10th and 20th. They are a very, very confusing team. One moment they're up, next moment they're down, and then they're just really average for a kind of period in the season. This is going off last season. Last season was their first year in the Premier League, so I'll give them a bit of a break. But this is the second year syndrome kind of coming in now. Second year, usually teams in the Championship kind of falter and don't know how to maintain the challenge. I don't know about that though. Watford have got quite a few quality signings. Biggest signing? Isaac Success. Surely he's going to be bringing some success into the club. Am I right? Am I right? Alright, no worries. I'll show myself out. He will be rotating with Odion Ighalo and Troy Deeney in the forward line. That's a quality rotational top 3 in my opinion for one of those bottom mid-table kind of clubs. Zuniga, Kabasala and Jeje, I'm trying to get the name right. I'm trying to get it, but it's really hard. 3 players that Walter Mazzari has signed in the defence. You're not going to be really an Italian manager if you're not bolstering that defensive line. We all know how much Italian managers love defence. Personally, I find that Watford are going to go with a 5-3-2 formation this season. Mazzari loves his defence, and I reckon they're going to really hit on the counter with Odion Ighalo or Isaac Success or Troy Deeney. I love it. Anyway, let's go for a bit of a prediction, and that is bang, 13th position. I don't feel that Watford are bad enough to kind of be in a relegation battle, but I definitely don't think they're good enough to kind of be competing with the likes of Liverpool, Everton, West Ham at that kind of 10th to 6th place positioning. Opening matches against Southampton, Chelsea, Arsenal, West Ham and Manchester United are really going to kind of put a damper on the beginning of the season for Watford in my opinion. Look, if they get anything out of those, they could finish higher, but I don't think they're going to get too much out of those first 5 games. Halfway through these 5 teams, and guess where we're at now? We are at Manchester City. Signings for Manchester City, Ilkay Gundogan, Nolito, Aaron Moy, Alexander Zinchenko, Leroy Sané, Gabriel Jesus from January 2017, however, Marlos Moreno, and most recently, John Stones. Losses, Martin Demichelis, Seko Fofana, and then straight out on loan, Aaron Moy and Marlos Moreno. There is honestly so much to talk about with Manchester City. Everything is going on at that club. It is just massive what is happening right now. Pep Guardiola has obviously taken over the reins from Manuel Pellegrini. That is absolutely insane for the club. I think everyone's already known about this for a long time now. But yes, incredible manager. He's undeniably the best manager in the world right now. Can he come to the Premier League and dominate like he did at Barcelona and Bayern Munich? I don't know about that, but I do think he's going to be really right in this. And you know what? He is obviously undeniably the favourite to take out the Premier League this season with the bookies. Regards to signings, massive! Okay, Gundogan moving from Borussia Dortmund in Germany to the Premier League in Manchester City. Pep Guardiola actually managed Bayern Munich, which is his rival, which you guys probably all know about. But yes, big signing for the club. He's going to slot into that central defensive midfield role. Yaya Toure, Fernandinho, and Fernando currently have those positions, but I do feel that Gundogan will go straight in there. Then it's going to be between the other three for the other position, and I'm probably going to have to go with a more realistic option in Fernandinho. Nolito and Sané really coming in and improving the midfield options of the club, let alone the attacking midfield options. But really, Pep is going to be under some pressure. Who is he really going to start? You've got David Silva, you've got Sami Nasri, Nolito, Sané, Yaya Toure, Sterling, De Bruyne, and then there's Gabriel who's coming in January 2017. Bit young, I don't think he'll go straight into the lineup, but wow, the midfield options at Manchester City is just unreal. John Stones moved straight into the City lineup alongside Vincent Kompany. Then on the right hand side, you've got Sanya and Clichy. The back line's looking a little bit better. The left back, a Clichy, still debatable, but I think this is enough to maintain the title challenge. And when I say enough, I'm saying, look, the last couple of seasons hasn't really been fantastic. It's been a lackluster defence. I think City's defence has always kind of been known as a bit lackluster, but yes, this season I definitely think it's improved. Just quickly before the prediction, Aaron Moy, signing from Australia. He's not young, he's 25, or, you know, he's in between. He's been fantastic out on loan to Huddersfield already, and I feel that he deserves a shot in the Premier League. Maybe not with Manchester City, especially with all the midfielders at the moment. He's really not going to find a place, but I think he deserves a place at a team in the Premier League. I think that a team mid-table-ish would be perfect for him. So if you have seen the table already, I'm pretty sure you know where I'm going to put City. That is, bam, first place. However, in previous videos, I've said that any one of the top 5 can win it this season. I just feel that City, with Pep Guardiola, with all the signings they've made, with the quality of the squad, the depth for Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup, Premier League, depth for everything, they have really got what it takes to get back into the winner's circle. Last season wasn't fantastic. This season, they're back. Moving on now, Southampton, Claude Puel as manager. Signings, Pierre-Emile Hojbjerg and Nathan Redmond, Alex McCarthy and Jeremy P. Losses for the club, Gaston Ramirez and Kelvin Davis, Juanmi and Victor Wanyama, Sadio Mane, Graziano Pelle, and on loan out, Jason McCarthy and Paul Gazzaniga. Hello Liverpool fans, this is the segment where you get to watch and you get to listen about who's probably going to be signing for your club next season for roughly £30 million. No, seriously, let's talk about Southampton, not about Liverpool. Ronald Koeman obviously left the club for Everton in the off-season, which was a massive shock for Southampton, but they've gone out and gotten Claude Puel as the manager in replacement. I'd love to say for Southampton the biggest news is the signings, but really it's not. Gaston Ramirez gone, Victor Wanyama gone, Sadio Mane gone, and Graziano Pelle has also gone to Shandong Luneng in China. Southampton will enter the Europa League this season, which will really test their depth, but they have gone and signed 2 quality midfielders in Hojbjerg and Nathan Redmond from Norwich. Shane Long will probably be the one that takes over the position from the absent Graziano Pelle, but sometimes you might see Tadic up front with Redmond and Austin on this either side. But let's get into a prediction. I'm going to put them down smack bang in the middle of everyone. 10th position. I don't think they're going to push any of the top 5 teams at all. I think they're definitely in that 6th to 10th kind of positioning. I think that I'm being a little bit unfair on Southampton maybe, but I'm going to leave them in 10th. I just don't think they're going to be able to trouble a few of the teams like Liverpool and Everton, who I've got just above them. And finally, to end the series on a big note, let's go with West Ham. Signings for the club, Tony Martinez, Harvard Norvite, Domingos Quina, Sofiane Feghouli, Ashley Fletcher, Arthur Masuaku, Andre Ayew, and on loan, Gökhan Tour from Besiktas. 3 losses for the club, Joey O'Brien, Elliot Lee, and James Tompkins. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Damn it, I love that song. There was honestly so much to get excited about for West Ham fans, moving from the 34,000 capacity bowling ground to an 80,000 capacity Olympic Stadium. What is not to get excited about that? Slaven Bilic has really done well at West Ham, and I think that he is a great manager for them to kind of continuously improve. Rome wasn't built in a day, West Ham fans, but kind of buckle your seatbelt because you're going to be in for a very bumpy but enjoyable ride. Over the next few seasons, I can see continuous growth coming from West Ham, especially with the money factor coming from the new stadium. Andre Ayew and Feghouli is a really good movement in that kind of positive direction. Fletcher, Quina and Martinez are really kind of steps in the right direction depth-wise as well. 3 forwards, they did need forwards last season. It's really good to kind of come out and boosted the stock in the forward line. But the main thing that I feel that needs to be discussed about West Ham is the fact that over the next 3 to 4 years, I think that they're going to be in the top 4. Yes, I've said it, wild prediction, but I honestly feel they're going to get so much money from this new stadium. I think that it's going to continuously bring in a lot. They're going to be able to improve their team a lot more, and I do feel they're going to be travelling teams like City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham. Sorry, Tottenham fans. You know, if you saw my prediction, you know I love it. Tottenham fans, go down. You've already seen it in last season and the year before where they actually did push teams. They were really high up there for most of the season. They dropped back a little bit, which I think they might do this season. I think they're really going to chase down that big 4, big 5 kind of setup that they currently has in the Premier League. I actually feel that there's like 4 teams that are doing that right now. Liverpool, Everton, West Ham. Sorry, 3 teams. Liverpool, Everton, West Ham. I think they're really pushing. Stoke City as well, actually. So that's the 4 teams. Liverpool, Everton, West Ham and Stoke are really pushing on that top 5. So it's really exciting to see the league changing. Prediction time, and let's put them in. Bang! West Ham, you are in 9th position. I honestly feel that it could, like I've said in previous ones, 6th to 10th is anywhere in the question for you guys. Liverpool, Everton, Stoke, Southampton and West Ham are all in their kind of own little bracket, I feel. So I feel anywhere between those positions, you guys can end up in. I just don't think you're consistent enough yet. But over the next couple of years, like I've said, you'll be pushing on that top 4. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you like this, please give a big thumbs up if you do enjoy this content. That's it. We've gone through all 20 teams in 4 days, and guess what? Premier League starts tonight. Premier League starts tonight. I'm pretty sure when I have this out, Premier League starts in about an hour and a half for you guys. Wow, that is massive. I wish I was in your position. I will be soon. If you do want to see more of these predictions with other sports, or you do want to see anything at all, just comment below so that I know that what you want to see on this channel. I love anything to do with sport, and I will do anything in regards to sport. Thanks for watching, guys. Do subscribe for more sporting content. Catch you later. See ya.